Good morning.
Good,
Morning, Chris.
oh, good morning, brothers and sisters. Welcome to our Northeast Chuncheon morning devotion. Today is Saturday, December 7th. We will begin by greeting our heavenly parents and true parents. Chunjin Champamake Kyombe. Claro. We will now recite the family pledge, first in Korean.
가정 만세 1. 정을겹 전인 우리 가져온 잠수란 걸 정심하고 모양단걸 찾아 문연의 전저 이산인 지상서국화 정상서국호 장성거하설 만세하나이다.
Number 1, our family, the owner of Chanoguk, pledged to seek original homeland and build the kingdom of God on earth and in heaven, the original ideal of creation by centering on true love. Thank you. Now for opening prayer, can I please call up Mrs. Yoshiko Delorier to open us up in morning prayer, please?
Okay, let me pray. Heavenly Parent, to parent, thank you very much today. We are very appreciate many members attending here, especially second Janet. And then we have a important mother's anthology through the Dr. Hendrik. And then we can start the new days with the power from God, from the God's love, from the God's guidance. We know the purpose of the life. We know the purpose of our goal to the next world through the two parents. We are so lucky time here to live. And then we are this time, because of our ancestors, lead us to go to the church, lead us to go to our movement. And then we can do even small things, we can do it. So now is a very important time, second generation, third generation, first generation together. And then most important time, year 2025, Chomwon-gun's entrance, and also many appeal to the world. Heavenly Parent, South and North Korea is a very central providence, central of our providence. Please guide our ancestors can help us. Please guide all members to our mission to be completely, to be fulfilled, to the return the gratitude to the God. Heavenly Parent, thank you very much again. From now, we're going to be the received. So everybody to be received with, prepared with our heart, and then going forward. Thank you very much again. This offered my name, Yoshiko Delorier, with the Breast Center family. Aju.
Aju, thank you so much, Mrs. Lori, for that beautiful opening prayer. Okay, we will now go into our morning light stretches. So we'll begin by taking 3 deep breaths in and out. Okay, deep breath in and out. Another one in and out. Last one in and out. All right. Okay, we'll reach to the sky. Lock your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Move to the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we'll rotate our shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we'll warm up our upper body a little bit more. We're gonna do a little bit pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're gonna do open and close. 1, really squeeze your back muscles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We will do one more round. Have our shoulders burn a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another open and close. 1. Try to keep them up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. Shake them out. Okay. We'll cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do body rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Beautiful. In the last 10 seconds, you can stretch and massage any body part you feel needs it this morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. All right, I hope everyone's wide awake and ready to share any appreciations and gratitudes for this morning. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Welcome back, everyone. I had a very grateful breakout room this morning with Dr. Ward and Mrs. Lewis. It's hard to pick between the two because they had really great gratitudes. But I'm going to call up Mrs. Lewis to share her appreciation and gratitude this morning.
Okay, I'm really grateful for Spirit World and the absolute good spirits that are always watching over us, even though we might not be aware of it. But when you come close to, an accident or something, right? Something unusual happening in your life, then it's a reminder. It's like I feel a little slap on your fingers, as I say, hey, watch out, we're right with you. So my daughter had an experience like that 2 days ago. She broke down, the car broke down at the college campus. She was just driving off and it was like making some noise. And then all of a sudden the wheel fell off. You have to imagine the front wheel fell off, literally. And she called, AAA. And anyway, the car was towed, went to the mechanic. And yesterday he sent us a picture and the axle broke entirely. And he was telling us it's related to the braking system. So if the axle had broken in the middle of the highway, there would be no way she could stop the car. So we visualized for a second, what that would look like. So I said, like, wow, God, thank you so much. Good Spirit World. I told you better make a gratitude donation this Sunday. Visit that Chomshim one because our lives are so precious and so many times something could happen. But because of the right timing, Spirit World somehow is helping us. I believe in that. And also, I think we all have to be always careful and cautious at the end of the year. It's kind of, some things do happen at the end of the year for some reason, right? We kind of start fresh and so I'm really grateful. Thank you, Spirit World, for being with us at all times and the good angels. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Lewis. And I'm so grateful that your daughter is safe and, heavenly parents and true parents were looking after her. But yes, so grateful that now you know what the issue is and hopefully you can find a better car and things go well. All right. All right, thank you so much. We will now be moving on to True Mothers Anthology. So please prepare your hearts and your minds as we listen to Dr. Tyler Hendricks as he shares True Mothers reading and his insights for today. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Jeanette. And thank you, Monica. God bless your daughter. Also, I had a breakout with Roswitha and her son, Stefan, and similar victory over a difficult, what could be a tragedy becomes a victory. So we're grateful. Okay, let us begin reading True Mother's words. All religions can unite through true parents. Christianity must learn from us. Only by listening to divine principle teachings and true parents' teachings can you become a citizen of Chanelguk and realize the kingdom of God on earth and in heaven. If people are still adamant about calling us heretics, then it is their loss. We stand in a position where we possess heaven and earth. And as true parents, sons and daughters, we have nothing to fear. We must give the marriage blessing to many people. Once we expand the realm of the blessing, then the tribe, people, and nation can unite. True parents have clearly showed you the way and lived their entire lives practicing it. You do not know how glorious a position you stand in as people who can participate in the realization of Heavenly Parent and True Parents' hope, being born in the same age as true parents. You stand in a blessed position. If you think about this, you will not be able to sit still. You are younger than I am, yet I cannot help but worry about our future generations. It will not work with just you. You yourselves must prepare for your future descendants. You must raise the second and third generation members. Until now, the first generation members had to work hard with true parents to create a good environment from scratch. And as a result, could not invest much in future generations. This is not the case any longer. You must win over all of the 7.5 billion people alive today so that they will become Chan-il-guk citizens. In order to do this, we must have a safety net. You should raise successors and inheritors. That is why I told you to become noble families. Noble families must raise successors. You should be able to raise sons and daughters greater than father. You must raise devoted children who are greater, more trustworthy, and more loyal than you. If you were reborn as blessed families through true parents, or you were, you need to feel the tremendous value of this in your daily life. I know that you have worked hard up until today in many respects in order to contribute to providential history. I am grateful to you. However, you must not be satisfied with that. We must release all the bitter resentment that was caused by fallen humankind in order to truly liberate our Heavenly Parent. Fallen human beings have indemnity conditions that they have to establish. I know you have worked hard with dedication for many decades. That is not enough. This spirit of loyalty must be passed on to the next generation. Even that is not enough. How can we comfort our Heavenly Parent who has been in pain for 6,000 years? We know that path through true parents. True parents are the parents of humankind. So they are compelled to think about all the people of this world. I don't know to what extent you feel this reality. The Lord at the second advent and the true parents are not simply the king of one nation. They are the King of Kings. They are the true owner of humankind. You have to become citizens of Chan-il-guk who can be obedient and submit to them. Have the blessed families who were the first to be blessed made effort to accomplish God's will from a position of unity with true parents? Oh my goodness. Thank you, True Mother. Thank you for your words. We need all day to reflect on these words. We need our whole life to reflect on these words. And I'll just pick a few little buttons. Okay, Christianity must learn from us. True Mother wants us to make a common base with Christianity, centered on the essence of Jesus. Robert Kittle, our beloved brother in Southeast Asia, has developed a method by showing that Jesus wanted, first he shows that Jesus wanted people to accept him and that was the will of God. And then he gets the listener in that frame of mind. And then he says, if they had accepted Jesus, which was the will of God, and which is what Jesus told them to do, what would Jesus do? Remember from decades ago, there was a Jesus people had a expression, WWJD. What would Jesus do? What would Jesus have done? So we have to divest. This liberates Christians liberates us from the, injunction that Jesus did not come to die. That was for decades. That was our calling card to Christians. Hey, you guys, Jesus did not come to die. That immediately sets them off. heretics. But it also denies the dual prophecies, one of which said that if the people rejected him, that he would receive the punishment for that sin and thereby offer them a way of salvation, which means from that point of view, he did come to die because it was up. That's the dual prophecies. Offering his life was Jesus' decision to make. It was prophesied, but Jesus is the Messiah, the Christ, because he made the decision to offer his life. Was that easy? Yeah, we think, oh, that was easy. I don't think so. He did it. And we glorify him for that, just as Christians do. So this is a common base for us with Christians, that True Mother gives us and opens a door for us to talk about the essence of Jesus, about what would Jesus have done if people had done what he asked them and told them to do, which leads to the only begotten daughter's appearance as his bride. It opens the door to talk about Jesus' bride. And the language of Jesus, said, I'm the bridegroom. They don't have to fast when the bridegroom is with them. And John the Baptist said, here comes the bridegroom. We can open to that language and all of that content of the New Testament. And then they go, wait a minute, wow. And that the kingdom is a wedding feast. And it goes right to Revelation. So this is what True Mother, when she says Christianity must learn from us and they have to follow, this is the day that we don't give up on Christianity and we don't give up on all religions. Okay, let's see. Okay, Mother talked about us as parents, raising up our children as our successors and our inheritors. It comes from our family life. This means, True Mother said, we need to be true parents to our children and invest in our future generations, which means to create a nation. In the past, an environment, a nation. I don't know about your kids, but my kids are very much attuned to what's going on in the nation. I could kind of I don't read the media. I would do media fast. But they're very attuned. We need to affect the nation. In the past, True Mother said this, parents could not invest much. We could not invest much in our children because we were working hard with true parents to accomplish the immediate tasks that changed day by day, week by week. You went to a leaders' meeting and you didn't know at the end of the leaders' meeting what your mission was going to be and where you were going to live. Mother said, this is not the case any longer. She said that we should first minister to our family and children and then proceed to our mission work. And I'm going to read some other words from True Mother, from Okay. The reason I told all families, these are Mother's words, the reason I told all families to do Hundoke together is because in the past, parents were always on the front line and came to meetings, leaving their children at home. As a result, there have been problems in educating the second generation. But now we should have internal stability, starting with educating the second generation at home. And if anybody knows that, nobody knows that better than True Mother. She's speaking from her own heart, her own suffering, and the suffering of the true family. Continuing Mother's words, if parents have a public mission, they should do it after having Hundoke with their children. Your grandfather, referring to True Father, liked to have meetings, but grandmother, referring to herself, thinks that each family must be strong by first educating the second generation. That's why I said to have Hundoke with one's family. You should educate your children well. I heard this from a Latter-day Saints father and daughter at a seminar. And the daughter said, whatever took away my parents, whatever takes away your parents from home, you don't like that. If the bar takes your dad away, your parents away, you don't like the bar. If your church takes your parents away, you don't like your church. This is why the LDS started the family home evening. A weekly tradition, every Monday night is family home evening. Everything else is off the table. Parent, children schedule together, and they've got a beautiful, beautiful curriculum for what to do on family home evening. And that really turned the corner, according to the father. He said, my wife and I, we were always at church. We were always doing church. But now with family home evening, very, very much it changed. Okay, now let me read Father's words, and then we'll close. This is Father's anxiety over the purity of children as they enter adolescence. And let's get again, because it combines with what we read from True Mother, that little button. Okay, quoting Father. Before marriage, sisters lived together and brothers lived together. Before marriage, sisters are friends with sisters and brothers are friends with brothers. In other words, men and women, brothers and sisters separate. Origin, division, union, division. They meet with their sisters or brothers every day, talk together, and sleep in the same place together. After you give birth to your own children, you must raise them wholesomely intact from satanic invasion. Satan might set eyes on them. With those who are above 10 or entering adolescence, I am more careful. If one of my children were to be invaded by satanic power, it's going to be a terrible, untold misery. If in the beginning, God would insist on Eve being with 2 or more, not Eve and the archangel alone, or Eve and Adam alone, then they could not have fallen. So from now on, I am thinking that 2 persons should follow the eldest child who is entering adolescence. So Father then continued in another discourse, to protect sexual purity truly, he said, we need a nation. Okay, quoting Father, in this sinful world, for me to set up this kind of standard is a tremendous job, a most difficult job. I mean, separating boys and girls, brothers and sisters, and having 2, like that. Difficult job. That is why God and I and everybody else in this movement need a nation. If we can lay the foundation or set up a nation of our own, there will be no such anxiety. If you don't let your children set up their faith between middle school and the second year of high school, they will slide into the fallen society. This is based upon statistics from our church. It is a very serious problem. Father gave this speech, if you want to Google it, May 20th, 1973. It's called The Relationship Between Men and Women. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for this week. We could share it together. I know we're always sharing together, but with me here, thank you very much. God bless you. And thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tyler Hendricks, for all the effort that you put into this, not even just right now, but prior to this, the preparation that you put into this. You can really feel your heart for our movement, for true parents and heavenly parents. So thank you so much for the past week. We will now be moving on to our breakout rooms to share any key takeaways from True Mother's reading or from Dr. Hendricks' insights from today. I'll see you guys in a few minutes.
true. That is true.
Welcome back, everyone. For our representative sharing, can I please call up Mr. Manuel Liba to share his key takeaways?
Good morning, everyone. There were many points today in this reading today, but one thing was striking. Like a couple of days ago, we just go through the neighborhood, and there's like an old school, like a really an old school, and that school is big. So in the front of the school is like the main entrance, right? But when you go to either side of the building around, there's also like an entrance, and one entrance over the door is like engraved in the stone, girls. If you go to the other end of the school, it's like it says boys. So just seeing that, it is such a reminder that really in the early times that tradition of family and also on purity that was so pronounced in America, that they had extra separate entrances for the boys and for the girls, kind of keep really like that really reflects like the the sense of tradition, like really keep purity in the family. That is that is very 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 outstanding. It's very nice to see that. And the other point also today is when mother starts off through two parents everything can come, being united. And it's very kind of makes sense if the world is something on one thing they can all agree, that can bring them together. But if everybody has their own ideas, religions and people, the way they live and stuff, if there's so many ideas out there, it's very difficult to bring everybody to one table. So it is just a reminder, like, parents are very precious. Through two parents, I think that unity can be achieved. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Leela, for the amazing takeaways that you have received this morning. All right, we will now be going into our announcements and closing prayer today. So I'd like to pass it on to Pastor Takino from the New Jersey's Chunchum One Room. Thank you.
Good morning. Happy Saturday. Thank you, Janet. And thank you, Dr. Hendrik and the Connecticut Family Church for leading the morning Fundoke this week. Okay. December 7th. So tonight we have a prayer vigil, especially tonight, Saturday, Next Gen Group, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. And we like to talk about witnessing and new members. And 9 to 9:30, we have a night prayer. And last night we had a Friday Vision Night, leading by Heavenly Tokkan missionaries. And you see, this brother signed up the new membership home last night. This is from the Montclair University student. Congratulations. Thank you very much. So we are keep doing like this. Parents and next gen group, they both go to their own area, and they like to invite a friend and contact to the church. And this morning we have a peace start with me weekly seminar. Especially this is for the peace intro. So if you need help to someone to introduce the Peace Start with Me intro, please invite them to our church. So Lilac Room from 10:30 to 12 p.m. And tomorrow we have a we have a special program, the Chicago Holy Chicago. That's a national service. They start. We have a 1 hour difference. That's why we're going to join the Chicago Family Church service at 11 a.m. And Sunday school start also 11 a.m. And so that is why we like to invite the parents prayer, Chon Shimon, before we attend to the Chicago service. That's 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. At Chon Shimon, New Jersey. And this is a Christmas party. We have a Christmas party December 21st with a culture festival, family culture festival. And today also we have a holiday party at the Crystal Public Library from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. And tomorrow we have a Peace Queen Cup from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. What is that? Someone lie down here. Anyway, and please start with me program. Volunteer service December 14. And this is for the mainly this is the cup, the end of semester party, December 14 from 5:30 to 8 p.m. at the Magnolia Room. Our Chonshin Won program will be finished 6 p.m. next Saturday. And this is a midnight prayer. We will have we like to have a midnight prayer from 11:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. New Year. So December 31st. Okay, so please join me representative prayer from New Jersey, Chon Shin Won. Heavenly Parent, you have a dream, one family, and you wanna become true parents and love all your children. Joy, happiness, love, and peace. Three great blessings. If all of our children receive three great blessings, well, that is your joy. You wanna see all your children receive three great blessings and enjoy their life and love each other. That is a kingdom of heaven, I believe. Living for the sake of others. All your principles, living for the sake of others. That's why you create a pair system. No one live alone. No family live by themselves. We are all connected to each other. Principle of the living for the sake of others that we learn from true parents. And that is a principle of the universe. Heavenly Parents, that's my practice in my life. And we like to show our children what we not invest our life for the church. We are investing our life because we want to fulfill our dream. That's a God dream. And we like to create an environment, kingdom of the heaven, living for the sake of others. Heavenly Parents, please, if our young children don't see us like that kind of the lifestyle, we depend myself. But before we talking, we like to show them what is my life, what is our life. Then we hope they can catch some point from our lifestyle, and they can inherit some point through our lifestyle. I pray report this. My name, Atsushi Takino, West Central Family.
Ju, please feel free to unmute for unison prayer.
Dearest Heavenly Parents,
Divine
most
God,
beloved
Heavenly
parents,
Parents, good morning. This is
today
the seventh
is
Parent, thank you very much for
December
today.
year
It
2024. We
is
truly
so many
time we are
grateful
living
that
use up
together
Mother
with
teaching
two mothers here on
mother,
every
earth.
morning
father,
at the morning
mother.
And
devotion
we
We are
pray,
to
so grateful. We are so
Chanji.
happy. We are so chosen.
You
For some
use
reason, us to do your work.
this
help
Chanji prayer group
Actually, we are here because of ourselves. We don't have to do anything to move us to your work. Actually, to do our work.
Father, truly what we can do.
Any kind of the miracle.
We want to believe
Many
ourselves.
leaders use
I want to try.
for some days, nothing is happening. Very practically, we believe that you can live in a this way.
Already here because of Victoria's Foundation of True Parents. Therefore, Father, next generation, be the soul, Father, people to you, Heavenly Parents, but
Wish I would like to do something.
they cannot trust in church because there are so many people absent when they are growing up. The process of restoration has been going on years and years.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Understand you.
Please guide and then to do your will, every parent. Thank you very much.
We are not coming here to fail our life. Because we like to see our success.
Thank you very much.
As a faithful
as a lot more than the simple
as a vicious cycle. But this who can stop this vicious cycle is only Father Eternal Christ.
Thank you very much for the all kind of things.
Therefore, Father, we are attending.
Please.
Thank you, everyone. for the unison prayer. And also thank you everyone for having me for the last week. This concludes my 7 days as MC. I'm so glad that I'm back. I'll definitely be back again. But yes, have a wonderful Saturday and a great weekend. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, Jeanette. Great week. Thanks so much. Dr. Hendricks.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Janet. Thank you very much,
Have a wonderful day.
Dr. Hendricks.
Janet.
Thank you, Janet. Thank you very much for that nice
Wonderful to hear.
See,
Wonderful
very
day.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
day today.
Thank you very much. Great. Maybe see you many things.
Thank